So Rowan, a P12 in Roasted here at Snetterton. A tricky race up there with the contact early on, but still good points for the Rookie Cup too.
Yeah, definitely. It was a damage limitation race for me. It's all a learning curve this year. It's my second ever wet start, so we didn't get the best of launches, but it was just about maximising that first lap. And if I didn't go for a move that I should have, well, I went for a move. If I hadn't have gone for it, I'd have got swamped behind. But unfortunately, I came away slightly worse off doing a 360 and then being able to carry on, luckily. But yeah, I mean, it's all learning, and I'm not going to put myself in that position again. I had multiple options, and unfortunately I chose the wrong one. So that was completely on me, and yeah, I'm sorry to the team because it could have been a much better result, but I'm happy with what we've come away with, and we had a bit of a decent comeback drive at the end.
And what's your take on the incident itself?
It's sort of wrong place, wrong time from me, really. I think if I hadn't have gone for it, I'd have been swamped from behind, but then again, whether I should have just taken the swamp from behind and not put myself in a dangerous position, it's all learning at the end of the day, and only experience will get you out of situations like that, and that's one thing that I'm not going to do again. So yeah, that's my take.
And it's only your second ever start in the rain, so how much of an extra learning curve is it with the foot clutch as well?
Oh, massive. I mean, dry starts are relatively simple, whereas the wet starts you're really feeling where the grip is and watching for wheel spin, and all the more experienced drivers and the second year drivers are much more used to it than I am, so it's still a massive learning curve, and yeah, but I'm happy with coming away with the trophy and some decent points in the Rookie Cup as well.
And is it a fine line with the throttle control as well and the rev limiter?
Yeah, I mean, you want to be on the limiter because otherwise you bog down and have a stall risk, but you don't want to be too high, otherwise you'll get a load of wheel spin. So it is a very, very fine line, and the second year guys, they know what they're doing, and girls, sorry, they know what they're doing with that, and unfortunately I don't yet, but that's one thing we'll learn throughout this year, I'm sure, and we'll be really strong at next year.
And is this a 2-year programme for you, I guess, in British F4, similar to guys like Louis Sharp in the past? So yeah. How much of a learning experience is it this year?
Fully learning. That's my view this year, is to learn just as much as I can, absorb everything, take everything in as like a sponge, and yeah, come back next year like Louis Sharp did with a championship winning campaign. That's my idea, I guess. That's our theory.
And how would you assess the season as a whole? Of course, we're 3 rounds in now, and there's been some good drives like Donington picking your way through the field, and a podium at Brands Hatch too.
Yeah, I mean, the podium was on merit. It wasn't a reverse grid. These guys haven't had a podium on a normal grid since the old generation car, the McGale. So we were really over the moon with that, and it shows we're taking massive steps in the right direction, but we've still got to go further, and we are pushing to do so. But yeah, really happy with the season so far, and I've learned a lot, and there's still a lot more to learn, and I'm up for it.
And your teammate won the race. He's a Mercedes junior too, so what's it like learning from him and trying to grow the team together?
I mean, me and Wampu get on really well. He's a mega guy on and off track, so he's a really strong driver. He's done a lot of testing over the winter. He did the UAE championship, so I think he's got a lot more experience in terms of, yes, he's still a rookie, but he's done a lot of racing miles out there as well. So I think we're doing well to be with him and match him, and obviously it's our job to push each other along as teammates, but we get on really well, and we're a good pairing.
And later on in the race, it's not raining at the moment, so is there potentially a chance of a dry race, and what are you expecting from the race itself?
I mean, the forecast says it's going to be raining later, but you always take it with a pinch of salt because it's supposed to be raining now, so yeah, it's only time will tell. If it's a dry race, it's a dry race, and if it's a wet race, it's a wet race. Potentially, if it stays like this, it'll still be greasy, maybe a slight dry line, but I think at the minute it's still going to be on wet tyres for sure.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.